Welcome back to Random J. Let's get gunning. So this is the moment where we realised this man was becoming far too happy in his life. Me and my friend could not let this go ahead any further because we were getting very concerned from the day he first smiled. We knew something was going on. For the purpose of the video, we're just going to call him Mr. Bastard. Now then, Mr. Bastard is very well known to me and my friend for being the most miserable twat on the planet. And he has now become this really happy person and is very uncomfortable to be around. Let's start with what he said to one of my friends, which we will name Fred for the purpose of the video. So Mr. Bastard says to Fred, and I quote, "I love you like a brother, mate." Fred's response was quite instant. He swilled him with a pint of Guinness after the shocking moment occurred. Me and Mr. Bastard used to be very close, as you can see from the photo, but he was always miserable, just like he is in the photo. Then the anger just kept building up until he developed a drinking problem. All I wanted was a little sip of his Nuki Brown, and he went ballistic. Believe it or not, but that nearly full bottle actually got smashed off the ground because he got that angry that I asked for a sip. It was an uncontrollable moment. As his drink problem progressed, he became a chef and decided to start poisoning people to control his anger. However, his anger never changed. It only increased and got worse over time, to the point where he was sleeping with anything lying on the street corners. He's also the only guy I know that meets up with friends at a local pub, orders a pint, and doesn't touch it the whole time we are there. Now, me and Fred can only think of one thing that could be going on here. He has grew a lust for prostitutes and now needs to get everything with a pulse. And we couldn't be more right. Meet his wife. He's had 4 children to this woman and is now starting to become this happy person that we just cannot handle anymore. Ever since she's came along, he's just been getting he's given with free food at his restaurant. We don't know if he's trying to kill her or if he is just generally happy, and it is sick to watch. I had an interview with Fred earlier today, and he says, and I quote, "Every day has been a burden. It's been horrible to watch him go through this happy phase. It makes me sick." He also goes on to say he can't sleep at night. He's banging his head against the wall because he does not know what's going on. He just wants his old friend back, the old miserable, down and depressed alcoholic he was. He also goes on to say, "If anyone out there can help figure a way out to bring him back, please let me know. He cannot be this happy for much longer. It needs to be put to an end." And this was news to me as well. I didn't know he had children until about 5 years later, even though I had met and seen him lots of times before that. And he never once told me he had this many children. I only found out a year, 2 years ago. And it turns out he was keep visiting her corner and giving her one. And as you can tell, she has had a rough ride. So please help him be unhappy. Give me your comments and feedback down below, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.